Okay, question 4. This is definitely one I'd be doing quite early on. You don't have to do it in the order it's in the paper. Just do ones that are going to make you feel comfortable and settle you in. Straight line. You know, it's been doing that since third, fourth year. I'd be doing some of these. So determine whether the line passing through these points is perpendicular to that line. Okay, well, the minute I see this, P, G, E, every time you see this, P, G, this is slightly different wording to what we're used to, but let's have a think. So we've got 2 points. So I've got -4, 2, and I've got 2, -7, and I'm trying to decide if the line passing through those 2 points is perpendicular to the other line. So let's just draw that out. Is that line there, let's call this line 1, okay, is that line perpendicular to line 2, where it's 3y is 2x plus 9. Okay. Well, let's work out what the gradient of this line is. So y2, I'll just label them up. So y2, take away y1, oops, divided by x2, take away x1. So you've got -9 over 6. So you've got -3 over 2, that's your gradient. And I don't actually need to work out the equation of the line here. You know, usually I'd go through the y minus b is mx minus a, but all we're looking to do is compare this gradient with this gradient, yeah? So we're saying that the gradient of line 1 is -3 over 2. Well, what's the gradient of this line? Well, I need to rearrange it first, don't I? So I'm just going to call this maybe m1. Yeah, so we'll call that m1. And if I go up here, the equation for this one, so I'll call them, I don't know how to just lay the working out. Maybe I'll just say m2, do a wee heading, yeah. So you get 3y is 2x plus 9, so y is 2 over 3x plus 3, so the gradient of m2 is 2/3. And then I'd look and say, well, the statement we would reuse is m1 times m2 is equal to -1 for perpendicular lines. Yeah, so if I've got -3 over 2 multiplied by 2 over 3, I've got -6 over 6, which is equal to -1. So therefore, they are perpendicular to each other. Yeah, so just a wee bit different to usual, slightly bit different, but similar. Similar to in the sense we're doing PGE. So let's just see where we're getting our marks from. Yep, absolutely, that's the equation I've done at the end. Usually we don't have to write that. Usually we just kind of do our flip and change, don't we? We tend to say something like, you know, m perp is 3 over 2 and move on with our lives. But I think because this question is specifically asking about it, we need to maybe state our equation and say, you know, why is that? You know, I can't say anything else in the marking scheme to say, but I think for this I'd be more explicit about the relationship between perpendicular lines. If it was kind of work out the altitude, I would just do this and say, you know, flip it and change the sign and move on. But feel free to always write it. But in this case, you need to be specific. So, yep, nice wee straight line question there. You get a mark for the -3 over 2. You're getting a mark for the 2 over 3, and then a mark for your discussion at the end. Nice one. So, yep, straight line. Boom.